Hey guys, it's Maya here at freewithmbg. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Today I'm showing you guys how I blend my rose water and essential oils. It's super quick and easy and can be used daily on your scalp and on your face. So if you're interested, please stick around. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in more of my videos, don't forget to subscribe. See ya. Hey guys, I just wanted to shoot a quick video kind of explaining to you how I prepare my rose water spray for my hair. And guys, I mean, this is not like something that you have to stick to the recipe exactly. You have to do what works for you. There's gonna be variations for people. Like I know, for example, people love coconut oil for their hair. Me personally, I cannot put coconut oil in my hair. It like literally irritates my scalp and just causes it to itch so much. This is what works for me. You can try it, and if it doesn't work for you, of course use a variation or change up the essential oils. But anyway, so this rose water, and it may come across like as a mirror image. If so, I'm sorry. I've used two different kinds of rose water. This is the Heritage, and this is typically easier to find in stores. I happen to live really close to a Whole Foods, and they carry a couple of different brands of this particular rose water. This brand carries multiple different types of rose water. I mean, they have the regular rose water, they have the rose water that's like blended with other stuff. But anyway, this is just the plain rose water. Also, I like this brand. This is the Love and Rose, and I get this brand off of Amazon. I happen to like them both, and I keep them both on hand. I just grab them whenever I'm thinking about it. I never like run out. And I actually started using rose water before I had my locks installed. I use the rose water on my loose natural hair, and I also use the rose water as a toner, just plain rose water. So anyway, I just love rose water. But anyway, so I basically use a spray bottle of any size. Sometimes like I will literally like use a half a bottle of rose water as a toner just for my face, and then when it's halfway, then I'll start making the blend for my hair. So it just depends. Whatever bottle you have on hand, it really doesn't matter what size it is. You're going to fill the bottle in a I guess 1-to-1 ratio, or 50-50. Half rose water and half regular water. So you can use distilled water. I use tap water, whatever. Or you can sub out the water and add aloe water. I mean, do whatever works for you. I use tap water and rose water. Okay, so I fill the bottle up halfway with rose water, the rest with tap water, and then I use a couple of different essential oils. So one oil that I never tend to deviate from is lavender. I always use lavender oil. That's like one of my favorite essential oils. So I would say, for example, if I used a bottle this big, this is 8 ounces, I would probably put like maybe 5 to 10 drops of lavender. If I were using like a 2-ounce amber vial or spray bottle or whatever, I would probably use 3 to 5 drops or something like that. Again, you know, you're going to use probably less than 10 drops depending on what size bottle you're using. And just as an added note, I do not use a preservative in my rose water. I tend to go through it pretty quickly, so I don't use a preservative. But if you're going to let this sit around for like, I don't know, weeks on end, I would just advise you to use a smaller bottle, because you can get overgrowth of bacteria and mold and things like that, and I just like, that's gross. Yeah, so I mean, I can use a bottle like this and legit go through it in like a week. So that's how much I spray. It doesn't last long for me. The other oil that I put in is going to be rosemary. And you guys, don't judge me. These bottles are jacked up. I mean, I've literally had these bottles for like maybe like a year. I mean, I really don't use very much rosemary. Lavender, I usually buy like a couple bottles at a time. This brand, if you're wondering, is from a store in Orlando. Actually, it's not their brand. They use an organic brand and they add it to these little vials. But I no longer live in Orlando. I could technically order online from them, but I don't. I'm currently purchasing oils through Young Living now. So anyway, I digress. The rosemary oil, I add about maybe 3 to 5 drops if I'm using like a small bottle like this, and anywhere from 5 to 10 drops if I'm using a larger bottle. Again, I told you guys I don't have like an exact recipe. This is just kind of how it works. And then the other oil that I do tend to add is tea tree oil. So I don't add as many drops. So legit, I probably only add like maybe 3 drops if I'm using a larger spray bottle. If I'm using a smaller spray bottle, I use probably 1 to 2 drops of tea tree oil. That's just because for me, tea tree oil can be kind of harsh on my skin and on my scalp. Like I said in a previous video, I use the Trader Joe's tea tree shampoo and conditioner, and it feels really good. But like legit, one time I was like, ooh, I'm just gonna add tea tree oil to my face, apply it on my skin. I like dabbed it on some like bumps that I had, like some breakouts, and I was like, oh, I'll just apply it before I go to work. Okay, my face was like on fire, like legit on fire. I like thought my skin was melting off. So yeah, I respect tea tree oil now. Let's just put it like that. I use it sparingly. So as far as lavender is concerned, lavender is awesome. Not just for hair and skin, just like for everything. I use it on my kids' pillows at night. It helps them to sleep. But as far as the hair, it's very moisturizing, and it also helps control dandruff, which is pretty awesome, especially with locks. I mean, you know, our hair can, our scalp can be pretty dry at times. So this is good for hair growth. Oh, one other thing. I also have suffered throughout my life from alopecia areata. When I have episodes, I will apply lavender to my bald spots. I haven't had an episode in quite some time, but sometimes if I get really stressed or there's a change in my routine or something like that, I will like lose an entire patch of hair, and it's pretty devastating. But anyway, lavender is really good for stimulating the growth and moisturizing and helping to control dandruff. Rosemary. So rosemary also stimulates your roots. It feels really good on your scalp. It just increases circulation, which essentially leads to hair growth. So these are both very good for hair growth. Tea tree oil also encourages hair growth, which is what we want. It also is a moisturizer, and it, like, tea tree oil legit does a lot of stuff. It'll also help reduce buildup, which is another thing that we suffer from sometimes with locks. So I personally like that combination, and that is what I've been using since my locks were installed. I do plan to try some other combinations using like sandalwood and cedarwood and geranium. I like have an arsenal of essential oils. Like, I love essential oils and I love experimenting with them. So I'm pretty sure I'll make new videos in the future, you know, talking about new blends that I've tried and whatnot. I know some people like to add apple cider vinegar and aloe water. Yeah, but like I said, all I've been using is like regular water and rose water. I don't know if you guys think that this was useful or not. If so, that's awesome. If not, then let me know what you use. Give me some tips. I'm a newbie with this whole lock situation. Again, if you have any advice or tips, leave them in the comments section below. And until next time.